Even strong muscles get knots. Grace and peace, everybody. Welcome to Sabbath School Study Group. My name is Chris Bailey. We're starting a new 5-part series, Sin, the Law, and the Gospel. I know I know it's ordered differently there in the lesson, but it's got to end at the cross. We've got to end in the hope of Christ and recognize that even in our walk with God, which we're using muscles, we're moving and going along, growing even, those muscles can get knots, or they can even have knots that you're not aware of until you start to work that muscle. So what are some of the possible knots that can come along the way in our journey? There are 3 that stand out. Here's the first one. The Bible says in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse number 12, wherefore let him that thinketh he standeth take heed lest he fall. Let him that thinketh he standeth. This is someone who has a mindset that they're growing, that they're established, that they're standing. But the Bible warns us to be careful that while we're walking, quote, on water, recognize how we're doing that. It is not by might, not by power, but by the Spirit of God. So we've got to watch out for that pride, that spiritual pride, which can be more dangerous than any other type of pride because it's a pride that believes it is right. But even though we can be sincerely thinking that, we can still be sincerely wrong. When we go to another aspect, another knot that can come along the way in our walk with God. But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her in his heart. Beautiful, but powerful word. Beautiful in that we see a God who looks at us from the inside out, where he recognizes that, look, you've got to check the heart, kind of like a muscle, right? When you're working out or when you're in physical activity, you don't see it on the outside, but we feel it from within. The same thing with this knot, the knot of lust. It happens from the inside out. And the Bible calls it adultery. That adultery is a mindset that can lead to an action. So just because I have not committed the act, I need to be mindful, no pun intended, that I have to have a pure mind. I have to have an eye that is towards God, that's being sanctified so that even while I'm in a sinful world, I see people and not passion. That's another knot. Here's the third one. The third one is mentioned here in Matthew chapter 5, verse 22. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment, and whosoever shall say to his brother, Raca, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, thou fool, shall be in danger of hell fire. All of those words and actions are fruit of that knot of anger. Anger. And this is an anger that can be expressive, but then there's a type of anger, and even the genesis of all anger is a thought within. Angry within the heart, the same heart that's proud, the same heart that is lustful, can also be angry without even raising a hand. But eventually it will explode. And when it goes out, it's no way to control it. And so what's the best way? Rather than trying to control a bull, how about I ask the Lord to turn that bull into a lamb? Take that lion and turn it into a lamb, and asking the Lord to work out that knot so that regardless of what people do, my reaction is control because my heart is surrendered. I hope this has encouraged you. If it has, do us a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and pass this on to somebody else.